Right, this daily chart of Apple. In this video, I'm going to talk about stock options, um, how you can make good money even with small amounts of money in stock options. Because a lot of my tradings do stock options, so I figured why not do a bit of a video for those who maybe want to understand more about it, because they want to do the options as well. All right. Let's go to my stream quickly first here, and this is who I am: developer of visionary line system, breakout expert in stock option trades, focusing on 102% gains. Now we're gonna go to this chart here, the November 7th chart. It's a lot of views here, comments, everything. But basically, I talked about to use the December 19, 105 calls. Now I want to explain that. I'm going to go to, let's go to the Yahoo over here. And here's December 20, and here's the 105 calls, right? Now, today, those are up 16% today, right? Now, what this means here, you got the bid and the ask, okay? And you see this price 955 and 970. Usually the spreads are tighter, but this is looking, I don't know, I can tell you they can get a, there's sometimes you could buy options with 5 to 10 cent spreads in Apple. But anyways, you're controlling basically at this point in time well, if you, let's say you wanted to buy these options today, they cost $9.70 per option, which means $970 to control 100 shares of Apple, but it's one option per option, right? So in theory, these options, these 105 options, were really $2.50, we'll say, a few days ago. But because the rapid rise in Apple, they double. So to simplify things, let's just talk about these 110 calls today, right now. And let's say you had bought these when Apple was 109 and a half. Well, you'd probably be up about 50% already on your money. So let's say you bought only one option. Well, you take 50% of what's 5, and that's what you would have made. But if you bought two, you already made $545, and that's not bad, right? For a couple of days of holding something, if that's what a person can buy. And at the same time, as you increase your account size, and you're able to take losses, right? Because you got to take losses in this game. But if you're correct if you're more right than wrong, and you're getting into stocks that move, the losses will be insignificant for the gains. So for example, if someone bought 10 options, you're controlling 1,000 shares for $5,450. Right? But you got to realize, if it goes against you, you got to be able to handle a $1,000 loss, right? If you can't handle a $1,000 loss, you shouldn't be buying 10 options, right? At the same time, if you're double or even triple, you're able to make $20,000. You're risking 1,000 to make 20,000. You got to think of it that way. And most of my trades are like that. That the stock can move $2 against you, but the option only drops about $1. Okay, that's very important. But the key to option trading, and this is what's misunderstood by a lot of people, is that you see, when a stock is chopping like this, you get killed in options, right? They have to make directional moves, like Apple did here, consolidated, and made it. This fast-moving action allows you to make a lot of money in options. I bought some 102 calls here, and then when the stock moved significantly, I rolled out and then bought higher. I then rolled into the 110 calls, and I'm already making 50. So I made my 100% towards this area, and then I bought some. I got rolled out of the options and then rolled into a month. I mean, I'm in January calls right now. I rolled into January calls from December calls. and I did that on this breakout day. You know, I talked about, look, if we go to the let's go to this chart, you'll see. Now I said December calls. What I did is I just rolled out one more month because they weren't, you know, I didn't mind spending a little bit more money. And you know, I could make more money that way. So, but it doesn't matter whether you bought the December or the January calls. You're still making a lot of money because the stock's moving, and we're in November, by the way, right? You know, you can afford to hold the stock for, you know, a week without it moving significantly, but it's got to be able to move, and that's the key to making money in options. The stocks have to move, and that's why I'm a, you know, and again, beta is an example. Let me give beta, BITA. Like, you know, because this stock made such a good move, this is a great option play. This is a stock I was watching. I didn't get into this, but, you know, the entry was right at the opening. If I put a 5-minute chart here, I would have entered this right now, right at that first 5 minutes. That means we'd be paying somewhere in this area, 184 to 183 or 182 area, right? As you can see. And boom, this thing, because this went even lower, right? So there's plenty of time to get in at around 83 area, we'll say. And then boom, look at this. You've made, honestly, a person would have made at least, depending on the options they bought, at least 80%, maybe 100% gains was possible. And it chopped around, and that's just one day holding it, right? A lot of my, I tell you, a lot of my stock option trades, sometimes I'm only holding something for a couple of days. You know, when I went to TSLA, I posted this on my stream a while ago, Tesla Motors. I'll tell you the story here. And when I bought, well, it was this move here. When the stock, when Tesla went from 206 to 231, that's 200% easy in options, and that's 3 days, people. Okay, this is why you don't need a lot of money, and you can trade really good stocks. You can start with one option, right, and then slowly build 2 options, 3 options, 4 options, 5 options, 6. You get my picture. And $10,000, if you can double that $10,000 in a week, in a few days to a few weeks, you're able to make large sums of money. You're going to take losses, but when you take a $1,000 loss or $2,000 loss, it won't be nothing. Power trigger trade, you know, the best in the business. Follow me for more great advice. I also buy stocks as well. You know, I actually hold stocks. I mean, I own shares in Apple, but I also do the options in Apple, because Apple, in my TSFA account, anyways, I bought Apple in that, and I trade a lot of options as well. I've actually made more money in the option trades than actually holding the physical shares, but that's another story. My point here is that you can make a lot of money trading options. Instead of penny stocks, you can actually buy these options in big companies that make really good money, like Apple and Tesla, whatever. But the key is the stock has to make a directional move. Thanks for listening. Like the video.